God factor. If you must see answers to your prayer, then it must be answers that benefit God. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. There must be God profiting in your demand. Hannah began to pray. Hannah prayed for many years. The baby was not coming. Hannah cried to God. The child wasn't coming. Penina began to provoke her. Hannah became a prayer warrior. Her adversary provoked her to pray. And she was praying and praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. No answer. Hannah walks into the temple. Walks into God's presence. She looks around. Ophni and Phinehas, the sons of Eli, they have desecrated the altar. They have messed up, the sons of Eli, they have messed up the altar. Eli had become blind at 80. He couldn't see. So Hannah knew there was a vacancy in the house of God. So she switched her demand. He said, God, if you give me a child, I will give the child to you. The next month, she became pregnant. Because there was God factor in her demand. Not God, give me a husband. No, Lord, give me a man that we can serve you together. Not God, give me a child. God, give me a baby I can raise in the fear of God. When I began to ask God for prosperity, I said, God, you know I hate to take from people. I hate to take from people. And you have called me to be a preacher of the gospel. Bless me that I might bless the world. This is going to 2 years. We feed people every Saturday. 523,000 people fed every week. Not from the church, personally. What is God's factor? How many people will benefit from your dream? If God decides to give you a visa, you go abroad. Are you going to go there and become the minister of tattoo? Or you go there and you come back and all we hear is Awana, Ghana, Ghana, Wana, Wana, Ghana, Ghana, Wana. There are people that have been in America for years and all they came back with Awana, Ghana, Ghana, Wana. Awana, Ghana, Ghana, Wana. Nobody is benefiting. Nobody is benefiting. Ascent, being abroad for a long time and having ascent without finance is charismatic affliction. Awana, Ghana, Ghana, Wana. 15 years of being in America, Ghana, Wana. 10 years of being in London and all you speak is in it, in it, in it, in it, in it, in it. Nobody is benefiting. Hear me, success without a successor is failure in disguise. God does not just want you blessed, he wants you to be a blessing. What is the God factor in your expectation? You want to buy a car so that you can help people who don't have mobility come to church. That is why God will give you a car. But if you want to buy a car because you want to prove a point, you want to buy a car because you want somebody to be aware that you have made money, God is not involved. You have been waiting for a testimony, it hasn't come because there is no God factor in your expectation. What will God benefit from the answer to that prayer? What will profit God when you build a house? You want to build a house that you are going to turn to a club where you play loud music and bring all kinds of things. God said, no, this house will not go. So you start a foundation, the house refused to move. You pour concrete, the house is not going. You are trying to take it to lintel level, the house says, I cannot grow past this one. Carry block, carry sand, carry everything, I can't grow. Because the future of what you want to use it for is already predicted. There are so many of us, we have a negative predetermined purpose on why we want blessings from God. God is saying, if what you expect will please me, then I will give you. If what you expect would be benefit to the kingdom, then I will give you. If what you desire from the Lord, when God's pursuit and kingdom expansion are the root of your prayer, your answers are on the way coming. Your answers are predictable. Your answers will come speedily. When heaven's benefit and heaven's profiting is your passion, then your prosperity is certain. When heaven's benefit and heaven's profiting is your passion, your prosperity. Look at Jesus. When Jesus wanted to multiply bread, he said, Lord, that these ones may know. It was to feed the people. It was not for personal aggrandizement. When Elijah commanded fire to come down from heaven, it is to turn the hearts of people back to God. When Joshua commanded the sun to stand still, it is so that there will be victory for the people of God. When Moses stretched out his rod that became a serpent, It is so that somebody will turn to the Lord. When Paul did miracles, it was to bring people to God. When Peter came up on the day of Pentecost and spoke, it was for the release of the Spirit. Hear me, child of God. One of the easiest ways to see answers to your prayer is to involve God. What will you do for the Lord? What will you do for the kingdom of God? What will you do when God blesses you? How many members of your family will become a reflection of the blessings of God on your life? God said to Abraham in Genesis 12 verse 2, I will bless you and I will make you a blessing. So you are not truly blessed until you are a blessing. Hear me, child of God. Misdirected prosperity is when it's self-consuming. Misdirected prosperity is when it's all about yourself. We are in a generation, an arrogant and a selfish, self-centered generation. If God must give you a miracle and grant your desire, you must be selfless. It must be what you can do for God. Can I say this to you? Goodwill, goodwill is stronger than witchcraft. Goodwill. Have you seen some people with their wickedness, they are still alive? Despite how many places they take their name to. You know why? There is a part of them that reflects goodwill. Goodwill. When you have people wishing you well by reason of your antecedents or your actions and all of that. Goodwill. When Jesus came, he said peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Goodwill. There are some of you ladies now, you have clothes in bags and plates. 7 years ago, 15 years ago, you keep them. The clothes are going rotten. You open them, you put camphor. You are not wearing them again. Give them out. Give them out. Give them out. Give them out. You keep gathering clothes and gathering shoes for Antichrist. Give them out. What is God going to benefit? What will the poor? What is the God factor in your expectation? There is somebody here. As you factor in God in your demands, I'm telling you, God is going to surprise you, and you are about to see the glory of God on your life. You are about to see the blessings of God on your life.